All right, so what we're going to do today is uppot our tomato seedlings. And I have 2 trays of tomatoes. I started these trays on the same day that I started those pepper seeds that I did the video on, which was February 13th. So the reason why you want to uppot your tomatoes is because they like to be planted deep. And it helps establish a really strong root system, and a really strong root system means you get a lot of fruit. It's an oversimplification, but basically that's why you want to do it. You want to make sure that the tomatoes are off to a good start, and we're going to uppot them from this 50 cell tray, and I have a 32 cell tray that actually has the individual cups. And then from here, depending on our weather, these may either get uppotted again to the red solo cup, or it may go right into the garden. We'll see what the weather's doing. We still have some really cool nights in the forecast. You don't want to put your tomatoes out until you have temperatures, I would say at least above 50, 60 preferable. In the forecast for at least 14 days. You don't want your nighttime temperatures to get really low with tomatoes or your peppers, because it could stunt the growth. I think the tomatoes may be a little bit more flexible. You probably could do 50s, but I wouldn't do 50s with the peppers. The peppers are definitely warm weather. They flourish in the heat, and you can stunt the growth of the peppers if you put them in too soon. So that's why we uppot, is because in the little cell, their root system is going to get too compacted and become what they call root bound. It's when the root goes around and around and around, and it's really hard for the plant to uptake the nutrients that it needs from the soil. So we uppot it to give that root system enough room to be a healthy plant. All right, thanks for joining us today, family. Peace. can show y'all this. I decapitated this seedling somehow. I think I must have reached over the tray. Boo-hoo. And so that one is a goner. That's one of the things that you want to throw away, unfortunately. You don't want to give your chickens tomato leaves. That is poisonous to the chickens. So I just put it in the trash. If it was another seedling, I probably would have just thrown it to the chickens. And I didn't have a very good germination rate on that Caspian pink. I was saving this little guy here. He's probably not gonna make it. Oh goodness. I was saving him so that he could maybe try to do something in the original tray here. But I don't think he's gonna make it. So I have so I will probably try to sow some more of those seeds. Caspian pink. All right, so let's keep going. Oh, let me mention this. You want to wait till your seedlings have what's called their true leaves. And after the seedlings have their first 2 leaves, those are called cotyledons. Once those come up, then you'll notice that the plant will put on 2 more mature looking leaves, something that would, you know, more so resemble what the actual plant will look like when it becomes a fully mature plant. That's kind of the cue then for me to go ahead and transplant those seedlings. Once I, not transplant. That's the cue for me to go ahead and up pot those seedlings. And once I up pot the seedlings, when this soil dries out, I will start to fertilize these seedlings. So that's how I do it. All right, so it has been 2 weeks since I up-potted the tomatoes. These are the tomatoes that were not as severely damaged on that one night when the shed temperatures were freezing for about 4 hours from what I can guess. For some reason, the tomatoes on this side of the shed, well, all of the seedlings, I should say, were not as severely frostbitten. And here's a tray of tomatoes on the opposite side of the shed. You can see these definitely have that brown damage from the temperatures dropping. But overall, I must say, the tomatoes, everything is recovering well. The peppers, I have not up-potted yet. I don't know if I'm going to up-pot the peppers. I'm just trying to see if they're going to grow at all. I did wind up reseeding the peppers. That's what this tray is. This is peppers and herbs, and I have another tray. I think on the other side of peppers. But the loofah recovered well, which is really promising. The loofah is looking really good, actually. The roselle, they look eaten up, but we'll see. I did replant those as well. I had to. Oh, here's the other tray of peppers. It's not on the other side of the shed. It's right in front of me. You can see jalapenos, Trinidad scorpion peppers, that rainforest chili, of course my Thai red chili. So this whole tray is peppers, and I also went ahead and seeded up some squashes.